Hello friends, family, other creatures of the sea. Welcome to a best of 5 between two players that I am personally huge fans of. And I'm so happy to see that they played against one another. So, in the top left here we have MeomaikA, who's opening up with an extractor trick. Now the reason you could hear me smile, yes, you can hear people smile, is because an extractor trick is bad. There are... From what I'm aware of, there's no scenario in which an extractor trick provides any value to you. It just always is economically worse. There's no point, basically, from the info that I could gather on that. It really is just a waste of money. So I'm happy to see it start like that, because MeomaikA is a player that does things a little bit different than most others. He truly believes in the Hydralisk as a unit, and he does not believe in creep tumors or in having drones, well, that can saturate more than one base, basically. Or more than two bases, I think is fair. He likes building units off of 50-ish drones. Sometimes go up to 60, you know, on a very good day. And we'll have to wait and see what Astrea is going to do here. Astrea is also a player, and this is why this series makes me so happy, that does things just a little bit different. Just a little bit different. We'll have to wait and see how that's actually going to pan out. So far, just with a quick scout. Pylon being constructed as well over here. We'll have to wait and see what's going to go down exactly. I'm feeling a Stargate still. If you're Astrea and you're playing against someone that's known to be kind of wild, do you want to play some of your own wild stuff or not? It is really... this is kind of like the Cannon Rusher versus Cannon Rusher vibes that I'm getting, you know? It's like you want to know what happens when the two Cannon Rushers meet. Like, I want to be there. And today I get to be there. It's going to be a Stargate. That's for sure. Oh! Pylon gets built here. Just in time. We have speed. We have a queen on the way. We already have a queen out as well. This was a pool first, by the way. I think it was a 17 pool into like a 17... hatchery or something like that. Gas might have been taken before. I wasn't completely paying attention. We have a third pylon. Oh, never mind. That's just the pylon for the wall. Ooh. It's kind of spicy. I like that. Just gonna send it back though. And the probe is gonna continue moving out. Want to know if there's going to be a third base or not. I think that is the correct call most likely. This probe is going to figure out that is indeed going to be a third base. MeomaikA continues mining gas as well. Look at that. This is something that we haven't seen since the Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty. Layer gets built at the 3-minute mark. Now we're talking, my friends. Now we're talking. Okay, Astrea is saying, okay, I'm not going to do my weird crap. I am just going to not die against you, and I hope I'm going to be fine. So he opens up with a Void Ray. This is not Astrea. Okay, Astrea opens up with Oracles, or he opens up with a Robo and then does some weird build, or a Twilight Council. We have a second gas already in the natural as well for some reason, rather than in the main. Double spores are coming down at 340. We have 2 queens total, and 3 minutes and 45 minutes into the game, we don't have a single creep tumor on the map quite yet. So I can kind of feel where this is going. I'm getting the vibe, you know? Look at this. Look at this. MeomaikA knows exactly the position of the... Never mind, he doesn't know. I was going to say, this is the perfect Overlord position where it's not going to get spotted. This OV is going to get taken out. Now the question is, are we going to see a Hydra Den, a Nidus Network, or a Spire? We have our answer. A 4-minute Hydralisk Den. Okay? This is something I expected from TLO in 2012. Or 2013, whenever he switched to Zerg. Mr. Creative. But this is not something that we play anymore. There's going to be a... Is that a third queen? Yeah, we're going to have a third queen here. Now, Oracle is going to make its way in towards the natural. Where there is a queen and a spore. Oh, sorry, just a spore. There's no queen right now. 3 workers get taken out. Forged Twilight as a follow-up. And we have Blink on the way. Forged Twilight and Blink. First 4 Hydras coming out. No units produced yet. 3 gas for Astrea. Void Ray into Oracle. Into 3 gas, Blink Stalker. So he's gonna go into the hero build. Gets a semi-wall here with his 6th gateway, I believe that is. Or is that his 5th? No, this is 5th gateway. MeomaikA adds 3 more drones in as well. Is taking another gas. So he just takes a gas a base. It's just like one of the Beaming Grandmasters with stupid stuff challenges that I once did. Just a single gas for each base. We have the push coming out. This is honestly not that many units, is it? Cannon and a battery. There's a cannon and a battery here as well. We're 6 minutes into the game. More cannons being constructed. Oh, can we get a cancel on that cannon perhaps? No, we cannot. Wait. Holy crap, look at this. You see that? That was great. I want to see that again. Look how long that Void Ray beam looked. It just changed location on the thing. Wait, what? I swear it was over here first. It was way further in, no? I'm not going wild. It was on the very far left. Maybe some type of visual bug. Weird stuff. It's a weird game though. We're watching a 45 drone Hydralisk all-in happen right now. This cannon's gonna get taken out. Quick moves, quick moves. Lots of Ling reinforcements as well. There's a bunch of Stalkers. +1's about to finish up. We still have that cannon. We have the super battery available. It's gonna use it in the back most likely. Ooh, stasis is going to get triggered, but these Stalkers stay alive for now. Super battery is going to help out as well. This was not a necessarily great fight here for MeomaikA, but I'm not even sure if it's that bad, because these units, these Stalkers, they're not brilliant against Hydra Ling, are they? Oh, MeomaikA is going to jump on a pylon. No, it's not going to jump on the pylon. Instead, we'll go for these Stalkers. Still no creep tumors, by the way. I just like everyone to pay attention to that. MeomaikA is going to return back home and then continue going. Look at this. It's a complete creep spread poop highway. Beautiful stuff. Don't think there's many people that would love a poop highway, but Zerg sure do love it. Where are you going? Oh, poop highway. Nice. With your family or by yourself? No, just by myself. Want to get out of it for a bit. Oh, sounds great. MeomaikA's actually kind of doing it here. Is he? I mean, there's still +1 on these Stalkers, which is huge. There's not many links anymore for tanking, and the links for tanking are kind of vital to this entire process. 2 more Stalkers do get warped in. We have 5 gateways with basically constant production. 84 against 92 supply. It feels like Astrea is going to be capable of holding for now. And I think if you hold once, you hold forever. Did, however, lose 11 workers. So the eco not quite what it used to be. Still down in supply as well. Let's face it. The problem is that the moment this gets pushed back, the poop highway also is gonna get taken out. If you're going to the poop highway. Yeah, okay, this game's over. Astrea is winning. I called it. Called it first. 15 Stalkers, 7 Hydras, 20 Lings. It's just not gonna be enough, right? A couple of Overlords are gonna get taken out as well if MeomaikA isn't careful. Stalkers can kite back a long time as well, and that's really the power of the Stalker, is that you can't... If you have a Zealot army, you can get kited by the Hydras, right? Especially if there's creep there as well, like, it really does help for the Zerg. But if it's pure Stalker, like, Ling Hydra cannot kite that, like, it's the other way around. So you just get these big shots, you kill, like, 7, 8 Lings, and then maybe the Ling Hydra will get, like, 1 Stalker. If the Protoss slightly miss micros. Every single time you move in, you're just losing 4 or 5 Lings. So the micro is different. You just need to go for a fight at once. That's the only thing you can do. And there's a Lurker then on the way. That's actually somewhat interesting. Do we still have an Oracle? How is MeomaikA's supply so high still? I don't quite understand it. If he wasn't supply blocked at this point, I feel like he could just morph 3 Lurkers and actually have a decent shot at winning the game. Should not engage into this though. Needs to move back towards this high ground. This high ground is key right now. So hop. Morph, morph, morph. Yep. That actually is key.
I am here in the shadows.
This is kind of sick, honestly. This actually is really sick. This entire build... Ah, there's an Observer. Prick. Okay, Robo-Base on the way as well. Disruptors will make an end to this entire push. Here come the Lurkers though. I think Astrea right now is actually a little bit afraid. 65 army supply for MeomaikA against 55 of Astrea. And there's no counter for these Lurkers either. Look at them. Look at them go. Look at them go. I think you want a couple of these Hydras to attack buildings right now, and the rest of them to just stay on top of the lurkers, making sure that they can't just be blinkered on top of. Ooh. Here we go. One move in, blinks out. There's one lurker down. We can rinse and repeat that like three more times, and you're probably gonna be a-okay. One. Okay, loses 1 or 2 stalkers there for it, but yeah, the income for Astrea right now is just a little bit too good. 59 workers of just a full 3 bases, extra gateways being added. Disruptor Bay is done, so disruptors can start producing right now, and I would love to see them. Oh, supply block. That's unfortunate. Oh, snipes the observer, or the overseer, which is an important snipe because that kind of denies. Oh, actually, no, there was already no observer anymore, so it doesn't matter that much. Imagine if an overseer was there with the first push in. So you just snipe the one observer that there is, and then you move in with like 5 lurkers in this position. I actually think MeomaikA could have won this game. No jokes. No jokes. Cannon's gonna get taken out. Lurkers, burrowed. Here comes the first disruptor shot. I think Astrea, yeah, at this point he's held. Ooh! Ooh! Nice snipe there, honestly, out of MeomaikA. Still has 2 more lurkers on the way as well here. I think one of these lurkers definitely should be taken out before it finishes morphing. If Astrea's paying something that could be considered attention to this. Ooh, 1 more lurker on the way. These lurkers actually pushing forward. Can you just blink in? Like, if the lurker count gets too big... Oh. Well, I guess you have disruptors in that case. As long as the disruptors stay alive, it might just be fine. Here we go. Lots of stalkers for Astrea. 102 army supply against 61. I think this is actually just completely over at this point. Good control out of Astrea. Astrea has controlled this well. I'll give him that. Very, very solid control. We'll need to shoot his next disruptor pretty soon. Has 2 of them. Can perhaps use both at the same time. And it's just playing it safe, you know. Does not want to waste this game away. Say, hey, I'm so far ahead. You need to attack into me, not the other way around. Double expanding coming out of MeomaikA here. But if you have 50 workers, I'm not quite sure how important the double expand is. That's going to be an overseer. Oh, nice little concave here out of Astrea, realizing how to do it. Beautiful disruptor shot as well, getting 3 lurkers at once. Blinks forward, GG gets called as Astrea wins game number 1 here on Cosmic Sapphire. Alrighty, game number 2 here on Moondance. We see the mineral count rising for MeomaikA. That can mean 2 things. 1, he is tabbed out and changing his music. Or 2, he's about the 12 pool. There we go. It's going to be a 12 pool. It would be very unfortunate if in a tournament game he was tapped out at the start. Forgot that he was playing. Happens to the best though. Surely happens to the best. 3 drones being produced here as well. We're gonna see this Overlord start soon too. So this is an yeah, this is just a pretty old school build, right? The 12 pool, we all know how it works. You get a bunch of links out, and with those links, well, you hope to force a couple of buildings. Well, in the dream world of the Zerg, the Protoss doesn't scout and you just straight up win the game. Like, you clear the first pylon and you win the game. However, in the non-dream world of the Zerg, what often ends up happening is that Protoss just adds another structure here. You chrono boost out 2 or 1 zealots, and you're just going to be fine as a toss, honestly. Like, it's really okay. This build, there's a reason why it's not played that much anymore. It's not great. Usually just puts the Zerg behind and allows a very good counter-attack possibility for the Protoss player. We'll have to wait and see if that's actually going to be the case here, though, as we have 6 links out. Ooh, it's a 6-link 12 pool. This is a variation of the 12 pool that I actually appreciate a little bit. So, oh good lord, this is painful to watch. Did not get the probe. Did he chrono boost this zealot? Yeah, he did. Okay. Astrea right now is regretting chrono boosting that zealot. These links, they never would have made it in time. Yeah, the reason why I kind of like this, like, I'm not a huge fan of it, and that's why I say I kind of like it, is because it still forces out a similar reaction as usually you would with a 12 pool. However, you're also quite weak to a counter attack because you don't have as many units. You can't really kill a building either, so I don't know. There's some advantages, some disadvantages. Like 6 links against 2 zealots is simply not possible though. So Astrea is going to push this back for now. Second gas is already being researched, and we quickly should see a third pylon as well in order to not get supply block. There we go. We have all the ingredients right now for a game that is not going to make a lot of sense. And I'm looking forward to it. Mining a bunch of gas as well. This is relatively fast. Just gonna get speed first. I can only guess. Second gate. Ooh. Okay, this is a build order. Now this is a build order that we don't see every day. And when I say we don't see every day, I mean we never see this. We see a third gate on the way as well. So this is going to be some... basically an Astrea special, you know? Something that doesn't make a lot of sense. Yet he practiced it a lot. And he'll be very familiar with all the follow-ups. He'll know what situations are good for him. MeomaikA will not quite understand what's going on here. This feels like it's going to be 2-base lair, by the way. Or a 2-base... what? Okay, I'm not quite sure what this is. I'm just... So... Is this a defensive roach warren, or is this... Is he gonna build roaches and walk across the map? Surely he's not gonna build roach and walk across the map, right? That really doesn't make a lot of sense. I hope that is not the case here. I really don't hope he's gonna build roaches and move across the map. I think he's gonna build roaches and move across the map, though. Oh, God. No, there's good links around on these units at least. All of these units are going to die. Astrea is sending over 3 more adepts that potentially also could die. If this works, I'm going to be so extremely upset. Like, this is a very surprising build, to say the least. A very surprising build. So you have our roaches coming out right now. There's no lair, there's no third base. This is not a build where you can take out the gateway and force out like a void ray or something like that. This is the type of build where if you don't kill your opponent's natural and all 35 probes with it, you're dead. You've lost the game. Congratulations. It's over, my friend. Okay. Oh, he could bait this. No, my God. Are you joking? Pile! Get some of these adepts. You have a dark shrine being constructed immediately. No way this build is gonna work. Holy crap. I cannot believe what I'm watching right now. These links are going to walk into a death funnel. That is okay. Bile is going to hit. I don't think these links should be pushing in, but, well, MeomaikA disagrees, and MeomaikA is correct here, because apparently he could do that. We have more Ravagers coming in right now. Ooh, good warp in there out of Astrea, but I still think this is just a hold, isn't it? This feels like a hold. It smells like a hold. It feels like a hold. It is going to be a hold, I do believe so, ladies and gentlemen. 35 workers for our American Protoss player. And we only have 34 for our Zerg, who just barely is now getting a third base. Now, sure, Astrea doesn't have a third yet, but the third is a little more important for the Zerg than it is for the Protoss. That could have been close. Hell, that was close. Not that could have been close, that was close. Facts. Dark Shrine in the main base, and that means that... yeah. Well, actually, there's a layer on the way, so... It's not over yet. Fourth base being built as well. Maybe it's like a macro hatch, you know? Is a possibility that this is actually a macro hatch. This DT is gonna kill... Okay, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say 9 workers. I'm feeling it. 4. 5. 6. The one behind you. Still one behind you, buddy. 8. 9! 9! He did it 9! No, he started shooting Zerglings. Good lord, that was terrible. If he wouldn't have been shooting Zerglings, it would have been fine. He killed 9. This bad boy killed 5. Oh no, he killed 8, sorry. This one killed 5, so 13 total. I mean, the game is relatively... Okay, this is also not a follow-up. I feel like Astrea is just trolling at this point. He's like, lol, look at this. Look what I can do, my friend. You think you're funny with your roaches and your hydras? No. I'm gonna get 2 Stargates here. I'm gonna show you what's good. I'm gonna play Phoenix DT. If he actually builds Phoenixes from here, I'm gonna lose it. Well, if he builds Void Raisers, I'm also gonna lose it. Just in general, I'm just gonna lose it. There's a Robo on the way. I think this might be Phoenix. There we go. There we go. So he's building Phoenix against someone playing a Roach Max off of 4 bases with 2 base saturation. These Roaches are trying to fight the Glaive Adept. I think the actual plan here is to snipe the Overseers and then with the DTs have the ground control, I guess. I mean, there's just no way. There's no way this push is gonna work. There is a lot of army supply though for MeomaikA, but I mean he won't be capable of killing the DTs. He just simply won't be capable of killing the DTs. Are these Roaches? Okay, yeah, they are Roaches. Why is the entire army on the left side though? And why are these Roaches already fighting? This is a very confusing setup. You have 2 Void Rays on the way right now. These Phoenixes moving in. These Overseers obviously should stay behind and only come in once these DTs start showing up. This is working. Is it? What are these guys doing? No, don't show the Overseers. Ah, that's a mistake. Because now the Overseers are going to get taken out by the Phoenixes, no? Surely. But MeomaikA's actually winning this game. I cannot believe it. It's going to go for the throat here. A couple of Void Rays are going to be pushed out soon. DTs need to be warped in right now. MeomaikA's completely out of Overlord. Losing supply left, right and center. 1 DT is in here and is slashing and dashing away. 2 more DTs coming in on the 3rd base as well. And they are quite useful. I'm not quite sure if they're going to be useful enough. 6 workers have gone down so far only. MeomaikA still on 46 workers. Okay, well, 11 workers have gone down total, but with a super battery, these workers actually are doing a fine job. Void Ray still alive and nothing to beat them. 7 more drones in production right now for MeomaikA, who wants to go into a macro game from this. Or at least a timing with 7 more workers. Kills, well, nothing here except 21 workers. 22, 23, can we get 23? Can we get 23? No, we can't. 22 workers, okay. So we have the extra workers on the way for MeomaikA. He's getting a Hydra then right now. There are 4 Phoenixes and 2 Void Rays. Now, they sound like good units, but Phoenixes and Void Rays actually kind of suck. They're hidden, they're secretly bad units. People often make mistakes there when it comes to that case. So these Roaches are going to come in and they're going to take out 4 more workers. And then realize that this was a journey that wasn't really worthwhile. Ooh, the Lynx in the main though might actually get a couple of kills. That I do really like. Look at that. 5, 6 kills. More. 8, 9. This is once again actually working. I can't believe how this is working. How is this even possible? 12 workers get taken out here. Did that bile hit another worker? I think it just did. This game is ridiculous. This is one of the dumbest games that I've seen in my life. And I'm loving every single second of it. We have 16 workers going down against, what was it, like 10 Lynx and 5 Roaches, half a Ravager. 58 workers for MeomaikA. It feels like I see MeomaikA build 6 workers, but his drone count doesn't go up. I don't understand how this works either. Oh, maybe the Phoenixes killed something? I don't know what happened here. But this is a mystery to me. Okay, this 4th base is up. We have... what is this defending? He really likes this purple crystal. Yeah, Phoenixes can't get too close to it. It's dangerous. What is this spore position? It's the only spore as well we have. No, we have another interesting spore position. I love this game so much. Holy crap, this is the greatest game that was ever made. Lynx trying to fight an Archon is not going to go well for those Lynx, I think. 2 Void Rays are also here to help out. Well, 4 Adepts go down, but so do 25 Lynx. That's a DT in the wall, and that means that the Archon... What, did they just jump through the DT? This guy just had an out-of-body experience, like... Feel them go through. +2 range on the way for MeomaikA, who's still on 60. Once he is building 3 workers and still on 60. How is it possible? It feels like I see him build, like, sprinkling workers every few seconds, but... Doesn't seem to matter. Look, a flank! The Queen flank! He flanked the Phoenixes. Or is it Queen Walk? No, it's a Queen Walk. Okay, if this was a setup and he knew that these Phoenix were gonna move here, MeomaikA actually would have been brilliant. He's still brilliant, but less brilliant. It has to be said. Because if that was the actual play, that would have been sick. Okay, once again, we have Hydras on the map. This is one of these units that no one likes, except for MeomaikA. They're gonna start moving in right now. We have 1 Disruptor shot. It's going to hit. I think that was 4 Hydras. I mean, these Hydras have good damage output. There's Guardian Shield. Yeah, I think the Disruptor is a little bit too strong. Super Battery gets activated as well. Here comes the Disruptor shot. Does it get killed? Yep, the Disruptor will get killed. No transfuses available, of course, on these Queens. There's still a lot of Hydras, though. But there's also Adepts in the back. There's Phoenixes lifting absolutely everything. And this, I do believe, is going to be it. MeomaikA stays in the game for a little bit longer, but yeah, he had a 25 supply lead, and there's no transition inside either. It's not like behind this he's getting a hive and 95 workers and a Nidus network to drop it in the main base. No. This is a very mediocre setup for MeomaikA. I actually believe that Astrea might be capable of killing this. Oh, good snipe there. Very nice control. And we still have these Hydras in the back going kind of ham here. Hydras on steroids. Will not be capable of taking out every single Void though. And now we get the lifts. 121 supply against 108. Phoenix is moving in. There's not enough Hydras to even take out these Void Rays, I do believe. Or I don't believe. 5th base on the way. Blink. Prism as well. GG gets called. Astrea wins game number 1 as well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is game number 3. As we open up with... Oh, right. Another extractor trick. I was like, what is this? We're getting like a 14-14 with an Overlord. No, it's just an extractor trick. Very cool. Drone is gonna make its way over to the 3rd base and not do anything there. Okay, might be a proxy hatch then. But I think it's too late for a hatch first proxy hatch, so it must be a pool first proxy hatch. Except he's not building a pool. Oh, this is a... Sorry. No, this is a hatch on the main base, or the natural base of the Protoss player. So it's slightly different. I really like this build, actually. This is not too weird. This is just pretty... Well, it's not standard, but this has been played a lot before. And the theory behind this is pretty clear. Like, this is actually fine for Zerg. And if the Protoss responds incorrectly by a little bit, Protoss is actually behind. If Protoss responds perfectly, I think the game is pretty similar to what it usually is. Like, no one is behind or ahead. So it's just a different way of approaching the early game. And certain things happen, like a Zealot will need to be built. Probes, I think, need to be pooled. I think you need to pull probes against this. If you don't pull probes, then you get second gas, I guess, and play single base Stargate, something like that. Like really fast Stargate off of 1 base. But then you probably need to get a faster second gas, because I'm not quite sure if this is fine. Ooh, second Zealot. Okay, that I'm not completely familiar with this response then. So this follows, MeomaikA follows this up with a pool and an extractor as well. So you have this hatchery just chilling over here. Warp gate. Not a Stargate. Okay. I'm intrigued. You got me. Tell me what you're gonna do, buddy. I am really, really curious. I actually am really, really curious what this is going to be. Is this just going to be a late Stargate anyway? Or is this going to be another one of these kind of... Oh, shoot it. Like a gateway focused build. Like 2-3 gateways initially. Nexus is going to be thrown down at least first before any type of tech. We have 2 Overlords on the way. I'm not quite sure if this is a bug or a feature. It's really difficult to know whether things are a bug or a feature, because to me this entire... a lot of the build orders here look kind of weird out of MeomaikA, and I don't completely understand them. Is this just a link flap? Or are these defensive links? No, these are defensive links, of course. Because there's a lot of units on the map. Now, that makes some sense. 2 queens are on the low ground. Not a single creep tumor built yet this game. So it's going to be double creep. Queen in the main. Still mining gas as well. Third base is not... I mean, this drone is dead. You don't have to try this. Like, there's 2 zealots here. You're going to lose your extractor mate. Forgets to cancel. Happens to the best. Third base is going to be taken here instead. Warp gate is about to finish up. Stargate is done. It means that the Oracle is going to be chronoed out as well right now. We have no layer, and we're floating 200 gas currently. This base is going to get taken out, isn't it? But he can actually defend that. Can he? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this... Ooh, okay, that was really close. So I do think he can... Well, can he? Is this enough? 2 adepts now shading in towards the natural. Layer is on the way as well. These adepts could finish up. Are not going to. There's more links on the way after all. Second gas as well. Oracle coming in. Queen's out of position. No spore either. That means that a lot of drones are just going to end up dying. 31 workers against 36. And I think a couple more are going to fall. There's only a single queen here. That means that at least, well, 9-10 workers total are going to fall. Now it's going to be way more. It's going to be up to 12. 12! There we go. Keeps the Oracle alive as well. 12 worker kills. 39 workers to 27. You have more drones in production. Layer finishing up. But there's no money for even... Well, a Hydralist then at this point. That means that MeomaikA most likely is just kind of dead. Oh, Hydra then is going to get thrown down. Robotics facility is done as well. These links are all going to be sacrificing their life for hire. Triple Oracle make their way across the map. This was apparently a little bit of a pause. Cancels the Hydra then. Instead goes for a Roach Warren and a Nidus network. That's interesting. I guess did not have quite the money to get the Hydra then. Oracles almost feel like they can take this on now. 5, 6. 6 extra workers die. Nidus network is about to start right now. A couple of seconds away. Let's see. Where are you gonna build it, buddy? Where are you gonna build the Nidus? That's in range, isn't it? He saw that. Yeah, definitely did see that. Oracle's moving in towards the natural. There's still no spore there, and that means that these Oracles can probably get a little bit of damage done. Queen's now trying to move towards the natural. One Queen's gonna get taken out. More drones falling as well. GG gets called. There's literally no units. This was a Nidus that finished, while there was no fighting units on the map whatsoever, except 4 Queens. That's obviously not going to be good enough. Alright, that's the end of this series. I hope you did enjoy this game. I sure learned something new. I hope you did as well. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time for more videos. Thank you, and bye-bye.